Hey there everyone, this is your host Scotty Oka, and welcome back to Anime Studio Simulator for the PC. So let's go ahead and continue from where we left off, because I did not do any uploading. Well, as of this recording, it would be, I haven't, there was a week where I did not upload anything, and that was because I was so busy with everything real life, I just couldn't do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going with this. Whoa, there you are. I thought you overslept. Yeah, I thought you overslept too. I mean, God, it's so late in the morning. It's 11:18 a.m. Yeah, see, it's so late in the morning. Nope, I went to Zekoi Studios this morning to check on their progress and photocopy the keyframes. I thought it was better to do it early so I can work on Blaze Chaser Conspiracy this afternoon. If I remember right, both you and Yuko wanted to check out the keyframes. Yeah, I'm really excited. Me too. Give me a moment. Yukari puts down her bag and reaches aside for the files containing the keyframes, neatly sorted into many different categories. Damn it, Shugo! One job, and that was not to pop up. Hold on one second. There we go. Here's the keyframes. As they look through the keyframes, Yuko rubs her head, clearly concerned. What the fuck did I do wrong this time? Is something wrong? It's just the first chase sequence. It should be a really exciting moment in Blaze Chaser Conspiracy, right? One that sets the stage for the rest? But the timing isn't right. Yukari thinks back to her work on the storyboards and nods. I had some trouble with the directions for this part. The backgrounds shift a lot during the chase, so getting the timing right is tricky. That's not the only problem. She taps on the files. Uh-oh. Notice anything on the background of the keyframes? Is it coffee? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spill the coffee. It was Shunsuke. He did the coffee. Yeah, I got one item in my inventory. What could it be? I'm kind of excited. I'm about to find out what I have in my inventory. Huh? I have a Yuko. I have a Yuko in my inventory. Okay. Oh, it's a tradable thingy. It's like a trading card. That's nifty. You mean the crowd Ataru runs through? Their faces barely have any details, so it's less expensive to handle it this way. But it might make people think Blaze Chaser Conspiracy is poor quality. You're right, we shouldn't leave it like that. Well, I guess we will work on this more tomorrow. Do we have that much time to spare, Yukari? Yukari thinks through and winces. Well, no. If we have to fix the keyframes like this, I'm not sure we can keep the show on schedule. Then what are we going to do? Let's work on the keyframes tonight. Tonight? We don't want to miss our deadline. If that means we have to work overtime, then we should. Her confident tone impresses Yukari. She didn't expect Yuko to take the charge. If we're staying here, I'll go out and get us some dinner. That's a good idea. Some dinner sounds good. Good idea. It could be a long night. You don't want to stay, Yukari. You don't have to stay, Yukari. It's really just the two of us who need to work overtime. Nah, it's fine. I'm the director. It's my responsibility to be here. What are you three talking about? We're staying at the studio to work overtime tonight. Oh, count me in. You too? I have a lot of work to do on the OST. Oh, right. I'll get dinner. Alright, I'll get dinner for 4. What about Shunsuke? Is he staying? Staying where? We're going to work overtime tonight. Oh. Actually, I can't. I have a great opportunity to give Blaze Chaser Conspiracy a little publicity. There's a small anime convention taking place from now until Thursday. Nothing big, but it'll help get our name out there. Why do you sound so disappointed? It makes me feel guilty that everyone's working tonight except me. Don't feel guilty. After all, you're still putting in extra time for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy, even if it's not at the studio. Good point. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Yeah! It makes me so happy because everyone's like, it's all coagulating together into this nice little mesh. Mayumi yawns several more times until Yukari looks at her. Meanwhile, Sumiko and Yuko continue working on the keyframes and don't seem to notice Mayumi at all. Feeling sleepy already? Why don't you take a break? Okay, I want to hear some of the music I made for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy? Finally, I was wondering when you let me hear them. I've composed a few pieces so far with advice from Shutsuke. Here are the ones that are ready. Let's start with something ominous. Definitely ominous. When will that play? It's sort of the motif for the conspiracy overall. I think it fits them well. Then there's Norio's theme. Okay, yeah, I'm digging it. I kind of dig it, actually. I do kind of like where this is going. I'm pretty excited. I wish they would do, like, animated sequences of some sort. Think of, what's the name of that visual novel from Fortune? Kawajo's Shoujo or something like that? I can't remember the name of it, but it had... Every time a character's sequence would start with Chapter 2, it would play this short, like, animated sequence. That was really cool. The whole soundtrack is ominous, isn't it? I love it, though. It'll be a great soundtrack. She suddenly lowers her voice. Oops, maybe we shouldn't play the music while Sumiko and Yuko are trying to work. Yukari glances over, but the two artists are still hard at work. Neither one of them give any indication they heard the music. She nudges Mayumi and points at them. I don't think we disturbed them. Wow. I'm not surprised. They're so focused. They didn't even hear you yawning. Come on, was my yawning that loud? Loud enough to distract me. They watch the sisters a moment longer, and Yukari sighs. She appreciates their dedication to Blaze Chaser Conspiracy, but she can't help but feel guilty. If her mistake hadn't set them behind schedule, they wouldn't need to work so late. Why? It's still not coming together perfectly. I was still hoping it would come together perfectly. We need to wrap things up soon, or we'll miss the last train. Should I let them know? Let's let them work a little longer. Alright. I have a few remaining tasks to clear up before we head home. It's the first long day, but Yukari suspects it won't be the last if they're to keep Blaze Chaser Conspiracy on track. She only hopes they can maintain this pace and get everything done this week. If they have to work overtime too many nights, it could burn them out. Let's go ahead and check out the status of the... No! There we go. Okay, storyboards are done. Plot needs work. Character designs, animation, soundtrack is 4 out of 5. Great. So there's not really a whole lot I can do for the music portion of it because unfortunately it's kind of just all there. I'll have to... Okay, let's check out everyone's member status. Shunsuke will need a break. Mayumi, Yuko, Sumiko, and Yukari can all work on the show. How is the plot? Okay. As much as I don't want to, I might have to max out his stress. So that way we can maintain our plot here. The next morning, everyone gets to work that right away. The future of Blaze Chaser Conspiracy hangs in the balance, and they can't afford to waste any time. Yukari. Yukari, I was looking at the storyboards for the second episode. I'm confused about its direction. What do you mean? He walks to her desk, storyboards in hand, and sets them down. I don't get the flow of events in this section. How are they linked to each other? Yes. This is the fight scene, and I'm not sure why there's so many cuts. Didn't you make it? Yes, but now that I look at it again, I think the early part of the fight should be handled in a single cut. Give me the storyboards, I'll take care of it. Hikari and Shusuke spends the rest of the day fixing up the storyboards. Well, I'm off to the convention again. It went really well yesterday. I think I won of some fans. You can still buy tickets if anyone wants to come. I'd like to finish this composition. I'm staying too. See you tomorrow, Shunsuke. Bye, Shunsuke. Have fun at the anime convention, even though I'm going to be going to KomoriCon next year. Komori. My shoulder hurts. It's been a long day. While the others work on their task, Yukari goes through the schedule for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. At last, she lets out a dismayed sigh and rubs her head. Even with her overtime work factored in, it doesn't look like they'll get everything done in time. The animation studio has increased its pace, but they still need to do an extensive amount of work. They might need to call in outside help. Hikari sends an email to Yuto asking for advice. To her relief, he responds within minutes, and he says he can delegate smaller tasks to freelance animators if that's their preference. Mayumi, do you have a minute? She keeps her voice low. Although the two artists are once again so intent on their work, they may not hear us if shouted. What's up? I've gone over the schedule, and I think we need to hire some freelance animators to finish on time. I might be able to find some through my network, but do you have any other ideas? A lot of freelancers check online job boards. I can post there if you like. That sounds great. The two of them search for freelance animators until once again, time to catch the train and go home. Choo choo. It's so warm. Where's the AC controller? Here. Huh? It's already set to the lowest possible temperature. Yukari, can we get this checked out? There must be something wrong with the AC unit. Calm down. You just returned from lunch after a long walk outside. You're probably hot from that. Come on, I'm not imagining this. Look at the bead sweat that's forming. Oh, brother. It isn't broken. Okay, it broke down. Did we lose money? The electrician arrives. Looks like the valve is leaking. That must be why the air conditioner isn't cooling so well. It must have broken down completely at any... It could have broken down completely at any time. Well, good call, Sumiko. Thanks for noticing. I'm glad you believed me. You guys are making me feel guilty. It's okay. Working at the studio at night is actually a lot of fun. Now I feel left out. However, the convention reminded me that we should we should talk about marketing. I swear I can read. I'm a voice actor, for God's sake. Our pre-release marketing efforts are going well. We already have several followers on social media. Better yet, I saw people discussing the show on an anime forum. Wow, really? Awesome! But guerrilla marketing alone won't be enough. Yukari thinks about different advertising techniques. What will help them the most? Ads on TV and internet are quite effective. They got me to try different kinds of anime I wouldn't have watched otherwise. Don't forget the posters and banners too. I see a lot of them in Akihabara. Why don't we try renting some advertisement spaces there? Are you joking? We don't have that kind of budget. What we really need is to give the show its own website. Would that be difficult? Not necessarily. We need to pay for a domain name and hosting. But I dabbled in the web development a few years ago, so I might be able to set it up. Awesome! Except we have no money. Wow, you're really resourceful. She looks around at the others and realizes Yuko has been even quieter than usual during the conversation, still focused on her work. Yuko, what do you think about Shusuke's idea? Oh, whatever everyone else thinks is fine with me. Ooh, you weren't listening at all, were you? Sorry, I have so much work to do. I didn't want to take a break. I'm going to work on the show as much as possible today. Alright, just don't burn yourself out. You need a rest too. I will. What should Yukari focus on? Storyboards are done, so we don't need to worry about that. But maybe raise the funds? Concern, especially due to the cost. Searches online and find new initiatives aimed at helping new artists begin their careers. It It isn't clear if the organization includes anime studios in that category, but Yukari fills out the application to find out. In the afternoon, Yukari turns to hunt for freelance animators. So far, she turns up nothing. The lack of progress is decidedly frustrating. Are you staying the night again? Not today. Yuko looks up. We aren't? You've done nothing but work all day. You're going to get sick if you keep this up. We have a nervous breakdown or something. Yeah, look what happened just a few episodes ago when, Sumiko got sick. That wasn't fun. It wasn't. It was actually very stressful. But no. Sumiko's right. Think of it this way, Yuko. If we get more rest, you'll feel refreshed and be able to work as long as you need tomorrow night. Alright. For the first time all week, everyone leaves the studio at the usual time. Yukari paces back and forth in the studio. It's almost time for the second recording session with the voice actors. So Mayumi, are you sure you don't want to come? Sorry, but I really need to compose the music for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. Okay. She looks around the studio. Hey, Shusuke! Even if I wasn't busy with marketing and PR today, how could I help? I know next to nothing about recording. Good point, I guess. Before you go, Yukari, I almost forgot to tell you something. Her heart sinks. What is it? I hired voice actors for the remaining characters. They'll join you in the studio later today. What? Don't worry. They don't have as many lines as the others, so they don't need to be there for as many sessions. But I never met them. Are you sure you don't want to be there for this? Stop panicking. You'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? A lot. A lot could happen. Like stuff. More stuff. I can't find a good counter. I can't find a good countermeasure to that one. Yukari doesn't even want to think about that. She forces a smile and nervously leaves the studio. Alright, so we're going to go on ahead and stop the episode here. So thank you all for watching. This has been your host, Scottyoka. If you enjoy these Let's Plays, go on ahead and subscribe here to youtube.com/ScottyokaOfficial. And I will leave the link to the game in the description down below for its Steam release. Yay! So, thank you all for watching. And until then, everyone, I will catch you all later. Bye-bye!